Hey guys, Shelby and Wallace here. Wallace, where are we?
Guys, we are in New York City checking it out with our son Potato Bandit, and we've been wanting to come up here for a long time, check the place out. You guys come along with us as we look around.
Let's do this.
Our adventure started at the Tryp Hotel in Newark, New Jersey. After we finished taking the rest of our belongings to our room, it was time to go find supper. Potato Bandit wanted pizza for dinner, and lucky for us, there was one called blazepizza that was very close to our hotel.
Blazepizza is fast-fired pizza that is made to order. Part of the experience is watching them prepare and cook your pizza in a matter of minutes.
We made short work of the pizza and had time to explore the military park that was located just outside their doors.
Newark's Military Park is a nice memorial park that honors those from the area and their military service. It has a nice walking trail and even a cute carousel in the center.
After exploring the park, it was time to head back to the hotel to get some rest and get us ready to explore the Big Apple the next day. The New York City skyline sure is pretty at night while looking at the One World Trade Center building.
The next morning we got up early and found some breakfast. We headed our way at BK, which is located the next block over from the hotel. Then we headed down to Penn Station in Newark to catch the path to the World Trade Center Oculus in New York City.
The architecture from the 1930s was very prominent in Penn Station. It was very heavily inspired from many different time periods of art throughout the world.
We made our way to track 1 of the path system.
Shelby and Potato Bandit had no trouble getting over the platform. But I, on the other hand, broke the system. Okay, not really, but apparently there is a right and a wrong way to put the pass in.
Wallace made it through the turnstile, and now it's time to ride. Traveling through Newark, the PATH train took us under the Hudson, and we quickly arrived at the World Trade Center Oculus. As we were exiting the the building, the fire alarm went off as we made our way outside.
The view of the Oculus was equally as neat to see outside as it was on the inside. Our next stop was the 9/11 Memorial, where we all experienced a range of emotions.
I was in my 9th grade English class when the Twin Towers were hit that September day. That is the only thing we did the entire day was watch the news and pray for those affected.
I was working that day at a client's house as an HVAC technician when the client came and told us what was going on the news. We all went to his living room and watched as tragedy took place.
While Potato Bandit was not alive when 9/11 occurred, we wanted to make sure that he experienced the memorial as well to help understand the significance of this American tragedy.
This is a day that we'll never forget, and it was humbling to be able to stand where the tragedy took place. After time at the memorial pools, we explored Battery Park, which is nearby a park close to the 9/11 Memorial, where we again got to stand and take in the One World Trade Center. There's a lot of history located throughout the city about 9/11.
While in Battery Park, we got to view the American Merchant Mariners Memorial, as well as the Korean War Memorial. This memorial was special to us as 2 of our grandfathers served in the Korean War.
We also got to go through Castle Clinton, which is considered a national monument. Our last view from Battery Park was the Statue of Liberty. We were unable to get a good video, but we were able to zoom in and get a good picture. We hope to be able to explore more when we come back to New York City. Next, we visited Wall Street, where we walked past the Charging Bull statue and the historic Trinity Church that Potato Bandit and Shelby were excited about because of Washington National Treasure. We also saw the New York Stock Exchange and Federal Hall, where George Washington took his oath of office for presidency.
After all that exploring, we were hungry and decided to check out Joe's Pizza on Fulton Street. Joe's Pizza has been visited by a lot of famous people, as you can see on the wall, like J-Lo and Paul Rubin. It was also featured in Spider-Man.
This pizza was delicious and exactly what we needed to be able to keep exploring. From there, we caught a subway from Fulton Street to 57th Street. We got off the subway near Trump International Hotel across from Central Park.
We explored Central Park, and our mission was to find the Friends Fountain and the bridge where Kevin McAllister in Home Alone 2 gave the 2 turtle doves to the lady that helped him.
We quickly found a bridge from Home Alone and a view of the hotel from where his dad would have yelled about the room service bill. While looking for the Friends Fountain, we found a cute little gift shop where Shelby found another Christmas ornament.
Hey, you know it's Christmas year-round in my world.
Oh boy. After exploring a bit more, we came across the Michael Friendsen Memorial Merry-Go-Round.
What would a trip to Central Park be without a ride on this beautiful carousel?
Hey, Shelby. What do you think, Potato Bandit? It's too much excitement. Is it really? After our ride on the carousel and walking through Central Park, we finally found the fountain that inspired the fountain seen in the intro to the show Friends. We were even treated to a rickshaw playing the Friends theme song while we were there.
After exploring Central Park, we headed back down towards Broadway and Times Square. We ducked into the M&M store, and oh my, do they have some cool products. Awesome snow globe.
Up next is a visit to F.A.O. Schwarz. F.A.O. Schwarz was founded in 1861 in Baltimore, Maryland. The New York City store was opened in 1870 and is currently located in Rockefeller Plaza. So what'd you find, Shelby?
They have a Quidditch Funko Pop backpack.
Pretty cool.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
She's a Barbie girl in her Barbie world. You're trying to knock me. Is that what you do? Oh, you're trying to stab me, I believe.
You can stretch them, send them through your head. You can eat them, but they are a little gassy, so you don't want to eat too many. You can also take the lights and you can turn it into a little ball, kind of like this. Here, check that out for me. Make sure there's no secret buttons. Don't worry, it won't hurt you. There might be a nose in there. We take them off of dead clowns sometimes. You can actually take these. Sometimes they grow and grow until you have to.
Next up was the Nintendo store.
Piranha Plant!
Peaches, I love you.
Oh, Wallace. Our little boy sure would have loved this Link statue. What a neat display of Nintendos throughout the years.
If you're in a racing mood, you can play Mario Kart on the big screen.
We know a few people that would enjoy this Animal Crossing section with Tom Nook and KK Slider.
We headed down to 34th Street to Macy's. Macy's was founded in 1858 and has been located in Herald Square on 34th Street since 1902. They have a very neat Miracle on 34th Street diorama near Santaland. While at Macy's, we explored all 10.5 floors that range from clothes, food, home goods, and more.
They have a very large It's Sugar section with a fun Sour Patch Statue of Liberty along with a Nerds character and lots of other really neat candies.
We were really excited to check out the Toys R Us on the 7th floor inside Macy's. Because we don't want to grow up. We'll always be Toys R Us kids.
We got to meet Jeffrey and learn about his story. Come along with us as we have a little too much fun in here. Wow, what a Lego display of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And the Statue of Liberty.
Man, Shelby, check out this adult-sized light ride.
After Macy's, we checked out the Empire State Building. Sadly, on this trip, we were unable to go to the top, but hey, there's another item to add to the bucket list.
Next, we stumbled upon the Harry Potter exhibition where we checked out the gift shop. I think Potato Bandit Shelby found this store to be very magical.
This store has all kinds of collectibles from the books and movies.
Dobby has been presented close. Dobby is a thrill.
You guys come along with us as we walk the Highline. The Highline Park was built on a historic elevated rail line that had been taken out of service. The first section of the Highline Park was opened to the public in 2009.
This pink tree you see here was created by Pamela Rosenkrantz and is called the Old Tree. It is on display until the fall of 2024, according to the Highline website.
It was really neat to see some of the old rail incorporated into the park.
According to their website, the Highline is now one continuous 1.45 mile long greenway featuring 500 plus species of plants and trees.
Shelby, I don't know about you, but I don't think they use the right SPF sunscreen.
After an enjoyable walk on the Highline, we made our way to Broadway to check out where the Gershwin Theater was located and to check out Times Square.
Another bucket list item is to visit Times Square for New Year's Eve. Here's a view of the ball on top of One Times Square.
Later that evening, we came back to Broadway to the Gershwin Theater to watch Wicked. This was an early birthday present for Potato Bandit from Gang Gang, and a big treat for Wallace and I too.
Wicked is a musical that is the backstory of the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good Witch. This musical is set before the Wizard of Oz took place and how Elphaba became the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, no.
Wicked is also one of the longest running Broadway shows with a total of 20 years on Broadway.
Video recording was not allowed in the theater, but we were able to get a few videos of the inside and pictures with our cell phone.
The Gershwin Theater is a beautiful theater which opened in 1972 and has 1,900 seats. Wicked has been in the Gershwin Theater for its entire 20-year run.
Wicked was an amazing musical and portrayed a neat perspective from the Wicked Witch of the West. All three of us love this musical and can't wait to see our next show on Broadway.
The next day we had a handful of stops that we really wanted to check out before we headed back home. First up was the Brooklyn Bridge.
Brooklyn Bridge opened on May 24, 1883, and was the longest suspension bridge in the world at the time of its opening.
Wallace also wanted to check out Chinatown while we were in New York City. We were able to check out the Kim Law Square monuments, which included a statue of Lindsay Zhu, which said he was a pioneer in war against drugs.
We didn't have much time to really experience the culture and different stores in Chinatown on this adventure. We enjoyed seeing the different architectural styles and culture that was displayed in the area, and we look forward to visiting again one day.
After seeing the Brooklyn Bridge in Chinatown, we had one more iconic building to check out before we headed home. So we caught the subway at East Broadway and headed to it. Alright, Wallace, what'd you think of our New York City adventure?
This has been a blast, Shelby. I've had so much fun up here with you and Potato Bandit, just checking out the sights and bringing Potato Bandit up here to see Wicked. And yeah, it's just a great time.
It's been a blast.
We've ate a lot of great food, seen a lot of cool stuff. We're ending it up here at number 8 Hook and Ladders. You can see in the background, made famous in the movie Ghostbusters. So we hope you guys have enjoyed it also. And until next adventure,
see ya!
see ya! Are you troubled by strange noises in the middle of the night?
Do you experience feelings of dread in your basement or attic?
Have you or your family ever seen a spook, specter, or ghost? If the answer is yes, then don't wait another minute. Pick up the phone and call the professionals. Ghostbusters.